Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I am happy to share with you a topic that will be useful to your US journey as far as the NCLEX exam is concerned. And before we begin, have you been asking or wondering where you can get NCLEX practice questions, or even how you can effectively use them to be able to pass your NCLEX exam? If your answer is yes, then let's do it together in this video. My name is Samuel Brown Cheche. You can call me Mighty Brown. I'm a US RN, UK RN, and Ghana RN. Alright, let's get the ball rolling. First of all, it is very important to understand that the NCLEX exam is a bit complex and it can be challenging. So it is necessary to approach it adequately prepared, and to do this you must be able to appreciate or understand the format, the nature of the exam or the questions, and how you are expected to answer the questions as well. The exam tests for your knowledge. It also tests your critical thinking skills as well as your decision making abilities or skills. Practicing questions that are similar or that have the same format as the NCLEX exam itself is one of the surest ways of better positioning yourself for success in the exam. Now let's move to where to find these NCLEX practice materials. There are various platforms to find that you can find these materials, and the NCLEX materials also come in various forms. It could be in an app form. You can find them in an app. You can find them in a PDF form. You can find some on websites, and you can also find some free resources online as well, as I stated earlier. And examples are the Sanders Comprehensive Review. We have the Kaplan Nclex-Rn Prep. We also have the Lippincott Question and Answer Review. So you can get any of these and you'll find loads of questions, NCLEX sample questions there to practice with. You can also find some online question banks as well. We have websites like the UWorld. Also, Kaplan has an online question bank that you can subscribe to. We also have Board Vitals, which offer extensive question bank as well. And all these platforms provide NCLEX type questions that mimic the exact same format and approach or nature of the NCLEX, the main NCLEX exam that you'll be sitting for. So the more you practice them, the better positioned you are in acing your main NCLEX exam. And even those examples I gave you earlier that come in a PDF or online platforms, most of them also have their apps that you can practice with. So you can make good use of the mobile apps as well if you wish. If you are okay with the online subscription platforms, you can make use of those as well. Or if you want to practice with the PDFs, you can do that as well. And also there are free resources on some platforms like the YouTube channels. Now let's move and talk briefly about how to use the NCLEX practice questions effectively. So once you are able to get hold of these NCLEX materials on the various platforms, spanning from the PDF or mobile app or online subscription platforms, the first thing to consider is to create a steady schedule. You don't just get up and study or go through the questions when you feel like. It is very important to approach it with a plan. So once you plan your study, you'll be able to follow through and get a positive outcome. So you start by creating a steady schedule, which involves allocating specific times for practice questions, and you need to stick to it because consistency is key in this preparation. And the next is to simulate exam conditions. So it's not just about you studying for the exam. Well, from the beginning, initially, you can approach it by studying. You read to get a better understanding of the whole thing, how the exam is structured, the format and the approach and all that. And then you now have to simulate exam condition. After getting a better understanding of how the exam is structured, it is better to now approach your practice by studying as if you are in the exam condition. The next will be to review rationales thoroughly. So as you practice the questions, as you learn the materials, whenever you answer through the questions and then you notice some are wrong, you don't just move to the next stage. It's very important to find out why you were wrong and get the explanations. This will help you to better understand in subsequent questions in most cases. Even if you get them right, you still can take a glance through the rationale to get a better understanding. The next is to mix up question types. Now the exam comes with various types of questions. We have different sections within the same test. So we have questions that are multiple choice. We have questions that will ask you to select all that apply. We have fill in the blanks. We also have essay type questions, which doesn't mean that you are going to write essay necessarily, but you also need to track your progress. So you keep track of your progress. You have a look at how good or bad you are performing. And so this will help you to know how well you have improved, how much more time you need to allocate for yourself. And then the final tip will be, if you can, try and join other study groups or online forums where you can find additional supports. And sometimes these platforms, even if you don't feel like learning, when you see others answering questions and asking questions and stuff like that, you are moved to also join in the discussions, and that will help you to keep track of what you are doing. But it is necessary to just stick to either one or two, maximum 3, but I don't think it's necessary to have too many, to be using too many resources to prepare. You can just, depending on how better you are understanding or depending on how fast you are picking, it may actually be individual preference. Some people are okay with just one study material. Some are able to pass with 2 materials. Some go with 3. So it's your choice. You can stick to just 1 or 2 resources and you'll be good to go. That'll be enough. So as you are able to do all this along the line, it will get to a point you can't be 100% ready for the test. That is one thing you have to take home. You can never be 100% ready for the test. So the more you practice and your performance improves, it will get to a point that you feel a bit more confident than before. So the more your confidence level grows, the more ready you will be to take the test. However, sometimes you may not have the full confidence, as in 100% confident. That's why I said it's not possible to be 100% ready. All that you need to do is to assess yourself and see how well you are performing. If your performance is always above average, if you are always above average in your practice questions, then there is actually a high probability that you'll be able to pass the main exam. So try, even before you sit for the main exam, try to have a simulation test, which is more like provide yourself with the exam conditions. Most of the apps have those options. You can actually take the exam type of question. So once you do this test and you check your score, if your score is above average, you should be able to sit for the main exam and pass. Another tip is, when this is for those who are ready to take the test, those who have already booked, or those who are about taking the test. When you are answering the questions, and then sometimes when you pass by the 85 questions, you may feel tempted to, you begin to feel anxious, because most people say their questions get shut off at 85. Normally, most people say their own get shut off at 85 and what have you, but you need to psych your mind. Don't be so much bothered about when it gets shut off. Your focus should be on answering the right questions or doing your best. Whenever you read the question, don't be bothered, just move to the next question. And if you happen to pass by 85 questions, don't lose focus. Continue to remain calm, remain positive, and refuse to be overly anxious, as this could affect your performance as well. That is it for today. I hope you found these tips useful or helpful. If you did, subscribe to my channel. I know there are lots of topics we are here to do. However, I'll try my best to give you more videos. That is it for today. So thank you very much for watching, and until we meet again, Samuel Brown. You can call me Mighty Brown. And always remember that God's not dead. Take everything one step at a time, okay? And always know also that God is interested in your progress, okay? Thank you very much. I hope to come your way again anytime soon.